So this week we're going to be doing a movie marathon project, and it consists of division skills, multiplication skills, and word problem skills. So in this video, I'm going to remind you how we did multiplication back in January, and I'm also going to go through the project with you. If you're getting stuck on the division problems, you can always go back to our week 1 or week 2 math video to remind you how to do area model for division. So I'm going to walk you through how to use area model for multiplication, and then I'll go through the project with you. Okay, so I'm just going to refresh your memory about how to multiply using the area model rather than divide. So I've already set up our question, 7 times 655 times 7. So I'm going to do the exact same thing I do with division. I'm going to split up my 655. So my 6 is going to go in my above my first box. So this becomes 6. And I'm going to add 2 zeros because it's actually 600. Then my 5 is going to go here, and I'm going to add 1 0 because that's actually 50. And then my 5 is going to go on this end. Now I'm going to do the exact same thing that I do with division, except rather than dividing 7 into 600, I'm going to multiply. So 7 times 6 is 42. And I'm going to add my 2 zeros. 7 times 5 is 35. But this time, because there's only 1 0, I'm only going to add 1. And then 7 times 5 is 35 again. Then I'm going to take all 3 of these numbers, and I'm going to add them up just like I do for division. So 4,200 plus 350 plus 35. I'm going to add all those guys up, which will give me 4,585. Okay, so now I'm going to show you guys how to complete the movie marathon project. So you already went to classwork, week 3, you clicked on math, and you're watching this video from this Google slide. So this Google slide shows our learning outcomes and how to complete the assignment, plus when it's due. So now you're going to move on to Movie Marathon Project for Google Slides. And when you click on that, it will bring you to this screen. So something that is new that I did for your project this week is I've added notes in the bottom here that show you exactly how to complete the slide that you're on. I got a lot of questions for that writing project, so I thought that that would make it a little easier. So there are a total of 8 slides. The first slide is telling me all about your theater. So your name, your location, the theme that you might want to have. And all of these boxes are editable. So I can type directly into these boxes. As you can see there, this one's kind of hidden a little bit. There we go. So I can type right into the boxes where you can see. If this is too difficult for you, you can also print it and do it pen and paper, and then you can have mom, dad, whoever's at home with you, send it to me through Class Dojo. So first page is all about your movie theater, what it looks like, and what you're going to have in it. Second to the last page, number 8, is testing all of your math skills. So in this project, we're going to be working through multiplication and division. So some of the worksheets, you might have to do both on that page. And I've showed you right here. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to decide if the question is asking you to divide or multiply. So for example, you have 9 theaters that each seat 160 people. What is the maximum number of people you can have in your theater? So I know that there's 160 people and there's 9 theaters, and it's asking me how many people I can have in one theater. So I know that this will be a division question. So my equation will be 160 divided by 9. I'll go to my piece of paper, I'll solve that using area model, and then I'll put the answer right in here. Okay? And you're going to do the same thing for each question. The second sheet, this is just division. And as you can see, the double digit ones, so this one and this one, I did for you because that's not an expectation you need to know in grade 6. And I also did the 1 multiplication just so you weren't going to get confused. So right at the bottom here, it says use division to solve the above problems. And I even gave you an example. So the popcorn maker, it says you bought 4. You bought 4 of those popcorn makers, and it cost you a total of $5,380. So I'm going to take 5,380 and divide that by 4, do it on my piece of paper using the area model, and then I'm going to put the answer right in this box. And I'm going to do the same for every single one on this page. Okay. Slide number 4 is similar to slide number 2. You have to tell me which one is it, either multiplication or division. Then you need to complete the question using the operation you chose. And then you're going to write the answer in the designated box. This page is a little bit harder than slide number 2. So remember to use your growth mindset skills. And if you don't get it right away, that's okay. Reread the question, maybe take a break, and then come back to it because this slide might be a little bit more difficult. So slide number 5 is the exact same as slide number 4. You need to look at the questions and decide if it is asking you to divide or multiply. So for the first one, the new Disney movie came out on Friday. Over the weekend, your theater sold 16,107 worth of tickets. If tickets are $7 each, how many tickets did you sell? So I'm going to take 16,107 and divide that by 7 using the area model on a piece of paper, and then put the answer in this box. Okay, very similar to slides 4 and 2. Slide number 6, this is all division questions. And as you can see, again, I did the double digits for you. Okay, so you're just working on the division questions. And I've even put an example down here. So for the first one, Shrek was played 8 times for a total of 744 minutes. So therefore, your question would be 744 divided by 8. And these will all have the exact same format. So again, you're going to do it using the area model on a piece of paper and then type in your answer in these boxes. Number 7, exact same as number 6, except for this time you need to tell me the equation that you used. So you're going to write the equation in here, and then you're going to solve it on the side, okay? And then there's 2 more questions below. I've given you another example. So if we look at the hot dogs, they earn $3,600 a week, okay? And they cost $4. So I'm going to take 3,600 and I'm going to divide that by 4. So 3,600 divided by 4. And then I'm going to put my answer in here. So again, do it on a piece of paper using the area model, and then stick your answer to the question in that box. Okay, finally, number 8, it's exact same as 7 and 6, what I've already showed you. You're going to use division to solve these questions. And again, I've given you an example at the bottom. So Pac-Man made $1,126 a week, and it costs $2 per turn. So how many turns were taken on the arcade game? So I would do 1,126 divided by 2 and then figure out how many turns was taken. When you are finished this, you're going to turn it in. So if you don't remember how to turn it in, there is a video on our stream. So if you go back to Google Classroom and find that video, it's this guy right here. So if you forget, you can watch that guy to make sure it is turned in. That is how I know it is done. So if you don't turn it in, I won't be able to mark it. Okay, so I hope that clarifies some of the questions you might have had, maybe if you opened it before watching the mini lesson. I went over multiplication, again, using the area model, which we've already previously learned, and I went over how to complete the assignment. I mentioned this already, but if you don't remember how to do that division from the last 3 weeks, then you can go back to week 1 or week 2 and watch any of the YouTube videos that I've already created. If you have any questions, you can always email me. You have my phone number, you can give me a call, or you can bring any concerns to our Google Meet in the morning or extra help at 1. Good luck, everybody, and I hope to see you soon.